Happy Sunday. How you doing? It's a beautiful 11 degrees outside. Good old New England, you got all of it. And I'm a little tired. Uh, I'm normally up at 5 every morning, no matter what. Didn't get out of bed till 6:30. We had a very late night, or should I say late night into the early hours of this morning. Uh, well, I got a little bit of an update from Kenny Brackett with this new and improved version claim of the Save the Children 318. It's gone way off the rails from its original inception and what was going to be done to it and what was going to happen with it. You know, anyone with half a brain that knows anything about cars knows that there was no way they were going to take 140 horsepower 318 two-barrel, and just port the heads, clean up the cylinder walls, run the same very low grind cam, and get it to make 318 horsepower. I got one hell of an Uncle Brian left a hangover this morning, I'll tell you, man. We're at a friend's house, and let's just say things kept going and going and going until 2:30 this morning. And then had to come home, and I think I got like 3 hours sleep. I'm going to take a little nap this afternoon. Wendy Billy's at work. I'll be at my daughter's houses, dropping in on both of them, seeing my Audie and my Benji. I won't be spending the day on here going live and watching TV so people can watch me watch TV. But if that's what other people want to do because they got nothing better to do with family and friends, go for it. Hope you have fun. So anyway, now from what Kenny told me, some guy that's an engineer for Edelbrock is going to pick up the block. Is this going to be like the first time around when they sent those heads to Charlie the Tuna down in Florida? He's one of the Crypt Keeper's proteges. He was trained and tutored by the Crypt Keeper. Let's face it, they say with finances, you live within your means. You don't spend money you don't have. You don't overextend yourself. Well, just because I got good credit, I'm going to go take out a loan for this, a loan for that, a loan for the next thing you know, you're buried in fucking loans and then you can't afford them. You live within your means. You live within your physical means. A lot of work's going to be required to rebuild any engine. A lot of physical labor. Crypt Keepers, in some ways, he's worse than Jabba. He can't even stand up. He's like 84 years old now. The guy can't even fucking stand up. What the fuck's she gonna do? Really, what the fuck's she gonna do? In the beginning, he showed one rod. They say power to weight ratio. Can't make power, lose weight. That was Sanford's philosophy. Baby bought a rocket, stripped that thing down, good for its weight off it. Plan 9 from outer space, gutted that thing down to nothing. Couldn't make the power, put it on a diet. Give it a shot of laughing gas, and he came nowhere near his claim of that 10-second pass. That got abandoned after he made a fool of himself on several attempts with that car, even spitting out a whole fucking axle. It's been one disaster, one failure, and one non-completion after another with him. I hear Sandy's put out a few projects with engines. At one time, he was even begging for parts. He was going to build another engine, but he wanted donations. If you could donate some heads, you could donate an intake, you could donate a cam, you could donate some rods. These guys want to do shit but don't want to pay for it themselves. Even Baby bought a rocket with Sanford in the beginning. A lot of suckers gave money. A lot of suckers gave money. My ex-boyfriend, a Cabbage Patch Kid with his 4-door Valiant junkyard dog. He's had a total combined cost of $27,000 in that thing. A big chunk of that came from people. giving him money. He openly asked for money. Sanford was backing him. Come on, send the kid some money. The kid needs a cam. The kid needs this. The kid needs that. Come on. A lot of people pitched in for that bill too. I get a kick out of these guys want to build cars at projects but don't want to fucking pay for it themselves. They come on there and they want suckers to pay for it. And you motherfucking suckers do it. You're stupid. Don't people have any fucking shame? And to be fucking beggars and panhandlers on here? Really? Anyway, so that Charlie the Tuna had the heads for about a year. Porting. Got to a point. I wonder what's left of those fucking heads. He shaved off so much metal everywhere. I wonder what's left on those fucking heads. Are those going to be the heads that are even going to be used now? Or are they still sitting on a bench somewhere in Florida? Because he got to his wit's end and said, I can't do any more. And that's when he threw his arms up in the air. I give up. Crypt Keeper showed one rod. He's going to shave down the rods, save some weight on the rods, make more power, less weight. He's going to thin out the valves and shave down the valve stems. How many has he done in all this fucking time? It's 8 rods in an engine. He fucked around with 1. How many valves in an engine? He fucked around with 1. What about the rest of them? Are they even going to be used? Now, from what Kenny told me, forget about, 318 horsepower. Nope, they're going to go all out. They're going to see how much horsepower they can make with this thing. So I guess it's not going to be a 2-barrel after all. With a factory 2-barrel cast iron intake. I got the hiccups. Drank my coffee too fast. Well, it's going to be a nice hogged out single plane high riser. Yeah. Nice big CFM, Edelbrock 4-barrel carburetor, yeah. Our aluminum head's going to come into the picture. Who's going to supply these parts? Do you really think Sandy and the Crypt Keeper is going to pay for it themselves? My thoughts on this, based on their track record and history of how they put out clickbait project claims, and they abandon them, they walk away from them, they may dick around with it a little bit here and there, try to keep as much interest going as they can for as long as they can, to milk it for as long as they can, and then suddenly something happens, they can't finish it, they can't do it, What are your thoughts on this? Do you think this engine will ever get built, will ever end up on a dyno, and produce a big high horsepower number? And how long do you think this new project claim will get dragged out? My thoughts is they'll try to milk this for as long as they can, and then it'll disappear. They'll hope people forget about it. They'll move on to something else with another new scam on here to try to hustle money. Have a great day. Have fun.